Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie, because I saw it this weekend and I thought, hey, why don't I talk about it? Because, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. And if any of you guys know, I do like my anime, and this is right up there with Demon Slayer, the movie, the Mugen Train, which it came in number 2 at the box office this weekend. And if any of you guys know about Jujutsu Kaisen, you know that it's a story about, well, I would say it's the main character, but at the same time, with this one, it's completely different because Jujutsu Kaisen Zero is the prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga series, which is a dark fantasy, of course. And Jujutsu Kaisen, Jujutsu Kaisen is basically all living beings emanates an energy called curse energy, which arises from negative emotions that naturally flow throughout the body, and normal people cannot control the flow in the body. As a result, constantly loose of curse energy, resulting in births of curse, a race of spiritual beings whose primary desires to bring harm to humanity. The curses are shown in grotesque monsters. So basically, you have people called jujutsu sorcerers, are people who control the flow of cursed energies in their body, allowing them to use it as they please and also reduce its release. High ranking sorcerers and curse can be refined with this energy, use it to perform curse techniques, which leads to unique to the users or their families. And an advanced form of curse technique is domain expansion, through which the users can use their curse energy and build a pocket dimension that covers the surrounding area with which all attacks will be stronger. So, see, this one is a prequel. So this is before um, Yujo Idoria. I don't know. I probably said her name wrong. I'm not really good at pronouncing Japanese names. Is a So this movie, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, is the prequel before we get to the main plot, which is kind of cool because it's also a manga that they turned into a movie, which is kind of great because I'm loving the fact that now we're getting more movies. We're getting more movies. I mean, movies that are actually connected to the manga because back in the day they used to love doing this whole thing where, oh, if it's not part of the manga, it doesn't really count. But that's kind of like a American thing that us Americans kind of came up with. While Japan, usually look at these movies as like side stories or whatever. Because think about it, the artist is working on a manga, so it's already hard enough trying to work on a manga, but then you have to, you got to make something. And sometimes the story that they want to take, sometimes some of these stories can't be told in that story. So what do? You either you make a prequel manga, or you make a movie, or you make a little bit of filler to add in that padding that you couldn't get in the manga. But anyway, sorry, I kind of had to explain Jujutsu Kaisen a little bit. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero is a prequel that follows the boy. What's his name? His name is Yuta Okatsuki, and young student who becomes a sorcerer and seeks to control the cursed spirit of his childhood friend Rika Orimato in Jujutsu High, along with other skilled mates. Besides, the story focus on Yuta and his friends. The staff decided to expand the narrative from the original manga by adding new scenes focused on their mentor, Satoru Goji, and his friend and enemy, Sergo Geto, seeking Rika's cursed energy. The movie will focus on the eventual encounters between Yuta's group and Geto forces. So it's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool movie that I enjoyed. The animation is fantastic. That's one of the cool things about Jujutsu Kaisen. It has that cool animation thing, just like Demon Slayer, especially when it comes to fights nowadays. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all was talking, back in the day, it was Dragon Ball Z, but not even the crap that Dragon Ball does today can keep up with what My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer, for instance, they really show like how much you can really push the animation when you can. Hell, even One Punch Man, the first season, I forgot to watch the second season. That animation was pretty cool too, and it's just like with Dragon Ball Super, you would think that they would be able to do that kind of animation style, but they haven't been able to do anything really, which kind of sucks though when you think about it. Like, dang, you had this old classic anime, and they can't do the animation stuff that they used to do back in the day, which is kind of crazy. So, so basically, the movie opens up with Yuta Okatsuki being bullied by the four juvenile delinquents, and it was reported that those delinquents were like stuffed in a locker. So basically, Yuta's curse energy, which they want, which with that spirit energy of Rika comes out. They actually wanted to kill him, but of course, Sacho Gojo convinced them to let him go to Jujutsu Kaisen so he can learn how to control it and free, Rika from the cursed energy. Which, spoiler alert for the ending, which is kind of obvious that Yuta is the one who cursed his friend by accident because of his love for her that he had, that he didn't even realize he did it. At first, he thought that she did it instead, but it was actually the other way around, which is super crazy. Can you believe it? Like, wow. But she got ran over by a car, which, Jesus Christ, that scene was just like, are you kidding me? How did you not see that little girl for you to even run? Talking about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The fuck? How do you run over a child like that? What were you possibly? You trying to beat them across the street? Why? Never quite understood that with people. I never quite understood that with people. But I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very impressive. The animation definitely was really cool. But see, what I had thought, I'm not even gonna lie. What I thought this movie was about was let me see, what's the name of the character again? Oh, Lord have mercy. I I really feel bad for not knowing the character. This is who I thought the movie was about. I thought it was about Mefuma. I thought that's who the movie was about, because Mefuma Fushio, at the end of season one, he was talking about he had to free his sister. So I thought that when they made the movie, I thought that this was going to be like solving that, but instead it was a prequel movie, which I'm fine with. I have no problem with watching it. It's just that that's what I thought it was. So my mind completely was confused when I saw Yuto and I saw the other cast members, and I'm like, wait, hold on. What is this? Why they acting like we ain't never seen these characters before or whatever? And then of course that's because they were, because this is a prequel. So it's pretty cool to kind of see the little thing. And then it explains where Yuto's been, because I guess at the end of season one, if you've seen in the season one, that there's another battle coming on. So of course, Geto has to go and find Yuto. And I guess they use this movie to explain what happened to him and how he stayed with the academy, and then he became a sorcerer, and now he's doing his own thing. So it's pretty interesting. I don't really want to give away the plot of the movie. I just gave a little bit of spoiler warning of it, but basically, it was basically Yuta trying to figure out how to free Rika from the curse. That was pretty much it. But thinking that Rika was the one who cursed him, but it was him who did the cursing. That's your only spoiler I'm giving you or whatever. I say go watch it. Um, it's up there with Demon Slayer. I think they said it's the second highest animated opening, especially here in the United States. The first one was Demon Slayer, which is kind of crazy. You would think that um, you would have thought that Dragon Ball would have been something but it wasn't. um, but I saw this movie dubbed, so I was fine. I was fine with what I saw. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I'm one of those people that likes watching the dub. Um, I know some people are like, oh my god, it's better in that. To be honest, the dub was fine. I saw Jujutsu Kaisen on HBO Max, because they were suggesting animes and they suggested that to me, and I was like, what in the world is Jujutsu Kaisen? And now I'm going to start collecting the manga, so I can catch up with everything that's going on. Um, I know some people were trying to tell me, because in my previous video when I said that I think Chainsaw Man is boring, it was like it's kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen, but with Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach and Demon Slayer, they had me captivated in the first couple of chapters, while I'm still waiting for Chainsaw Man to get there. And then some people like wait for the anime, but even if I did wait for the anime, what is that going to do for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm already have a bad taste in my mouth with that one, but I didn't have a bad taste with this at all. So I don't want to give away with the characters about the panda. I don't want to give away the characters, but I will tell you their names, of course, because don't want to ruffle the feathers of the of the whole thing. So it's kind of like, well, because I don't know if anybody's been watching Jujutsu Kaisen that's watching my channel, so I don't want anybody to really think like, oh, okay. So you have Panda, who is basically a cursed demon panda. You have Toga, Amuga, um, Imaka, and he does cursed speech. And then you have Maki Zinka, who uses cursed energy weapons in order to do what she has to do, even though she doesn't have any cursed energy abilities or be able to see curses without wearing special glasses, which makes her like one of the most unique characters ever. But she's incredible, though. She's an incredible character. So I want to leave it off there. I don't want to tell more of the movie, but I enjoyed it. The animation was stellar. The fight scenes, oh my god, the fight scenes were to die for. I love me a good action scene, and like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia, they know how to give me some some good action scenes, especially when it comes to watching a movie or watching the show itself, to have this good animation quality and have this good, amazing fight choreography, which is fantastic. I would love to just see how they animate everything, because sometimes it's like, are you guys rotoscoping this? Sometimes, like I know sometimes they do, and then I know sometimes they don't. But this is stellar quality animation that I wish Western animation would do that instead of being halfway lazy. Like, we've gotten so lazy with our animation that when it's Japan, you like, holy crap, and they're always trying to go and outsource. Well, if you guys weren't being trying to be cheap or whatever, and you could have taught people how to do something. We need to have That's another issue, I think, too, in animation, is that we try to simplify animation to the point where we're not trying. And I understand, you got to pay people. You got to learn how to pay people. You got to learn how to teach people. It would be lovely to see that kind of stuff, but that's neither here nor there when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I would love to see Western animation put a little bit more effort into that. And I'm talking about Western animation, not outsourced, but people here, the animation style. Like, could you imagine seeing, like, remember, Disney had changed the industry of animation for a long time, and we just kind of let ourselves go because we want to focus on 3D, and that's fine and all. But man, look at 2D. I mean, if I could, I would definitely do 2D animation. If I could do 2D animation, or if I had the time to really sit down and really, do what I wanted to do. But it happens. You just it would be lovely to be able to draw scenes like this, or draw draw a cool 10-minute action scene or something like that, just to with all the cool details and stops or whatever. Like, I would love to do that, but that's neither here nor there. I just saying, I enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie. I know it's kind of seems like I'm rambling, because if I talk about the movie, I'm going to spoil everything for you. And I kind of actually want you guys to actually go and watch this movie and watch Jujutsu Kaisen because it's pretty cool. I mean, like, you got Jujutsu sorcerers who go around stopping curses that are afflicting people, and they become these like crazy monsters. And these people have to exercise or kill them or whatever. And, I mean, what more can you ask for when you have high school students going out and killing demonic creatures? Like, sign me up, you know. But hey, I mean, we've all seen those kind of fantasy stories, but it's all about how you tell the plot because Blue Exorcist was kind of like that as well, and I enjoy Blue Exorcist as well too. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys watch Jujutsu Kaisen? I would love to see that. I would love to hear in the comment section below. If you do, let me know. But I enjoyed the movie. I think it was really cool. It came in the second spot next to Batman. So hey, it's obviously doing something. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone, and enjoy the movie. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.